Okay, I got to redo my recording because the last one wasn't that great. I got in an argument with my nephew a little while ago, a few days ago. He likes to pull out knives on people. I just want to learn. Using weapons is not gonna help you in solving your problem. It's gonna make things worse. He likes to pull knives out like this. I got arguing with him. He rushed me. I didn't even touch him or anything. Him and my dad were shoving me and pushing me, and I said something about something, and it has something to do with my music and something to do with something else. And every time we get in an argument, he gets violent. He likes to rush and play little games, and he doesn't want nobody talking bad about him because he's stealing my music. He's been stealing. He's been illegally recording me when I'm in the restroom and whatnot in the house. And this is what things have came to. He basically just records things. He comes in and out of here. He smokes pot. He gets high. And he just thinks he's gonna just live here and use drugs and steal my music. And that's what bought his car. That's how he bought his car. He stole a suitcase full of cash and little things like that. So it's just building up. Overall, all the things he's been doing. So this is the knife that he pulled out. As you can see, it's a buck knife. It's what you stab somebody with. See the size of my hand. See the size of the knife. It does have a little bit of size to it. It's long enough. I'd say about that big, which in my hand, that big would be, if this is my hand, this is the size of the blade. Legally, as long as the blade, when you guys measure the blade, if it's bigger than the size of your palm of your hand, it's illegal to carry if it's bigger than the size of the palm of your hand. This one I can say is probably barely legal for him to carry if he's a child, which he carries this to protect himself. I never pulled out any weapons on him. I've never used any weapons on him. I've never hit or stroke him or anything like that. I never fought him and threw a punch at him, but he likes to make up stories and make himself look good. But he pulls out weapons when he has to engage in anything physical. In this case, I think he was doing it on purpose. He wants to make me look like a rat or a snitch. He turns things into the police. And basically, this is what he uses when he has to confront me in an argument or something. He ends up pulling one of these things out. And he lives in my home. The other day, I got what do you call him, an eviction notice. And it was done by a lawyer that he hired with the money they stole, which was basically that was a suitcase that was put right here. Like this bag is right here. It was put right here. Back when my brother Junior was living here. And that suitcase was stolen. It was a big metal suitcase. And this is when my brother Junior was living here. This is the kitchen, entrance to the kitchen. We got an argument in this part of the house, right here in this facility of the house. He started by rushing from right here in this area of the house to me where I'm right here in this little corner right here. And basically he likes to pull out weapons. There's a lot of expensive stuff in this facility, this part of the house, which is a lot of my things that I bought. A lot of things are very old. There's a picture of my mother. There's things that I bought, things that were brought in. There's a lot of glass, a lot of collectibles that have already been broken by them. If you look at them, there's a lot of Franklin mints right here. The horses are from Franklin mints that are right here. There's a lot of little collectibles and things that are glass in this area. And every time I argue with them, these are things that are bought. This is my family. These are things that I bought to put in the house. These are things that have been there for a little bit. They're things that I bought to make the house look nice. And to make a long story short, he wants to whip out a knife to fight his uncle in this facility of the house where there's collectibles, there's family photos. We have a lot of collectibles in this area of the house. He wants to whip out a weapon and stab his uncle in this facility house. We're in mirrors and things are collectibles, whatnot. Things that have been being collected since I was a child. I'm adopted, so it makes things a lot better. Like in this part of the house, the last time he bumped into my father, he pushed my father out the way, and there's like things like this in like a cabinet, and he pushed my father into this cabinet right here, which there's like Garfields and things, collectibles. And when he did that, he broke this thing that was in here, which we got this McDonald's collectible set. He broke this thing when he pushed my father into it to get to me, and that thing was broken. I fixed it with super glue. If you can see, it is broken. This is an old McDonald's thing. When he did that, he broke private property that, things that were bought and collectibles and things. And he basically makes up stories stating that I'm crazy, that I'm on tweak, that I'm on dope. And I'm basically disabled. If you can see, I'll show you a picture of my disability. He pulls out a knife on somebody like me. Like if I show you my stomach, like I have an abdominal hernia on my stomach. If you can see it, see my stomach. I'm disabled. I've been shot. I've been stabbed. I got my scars. Let me go to a better mirror so you can see this better. I'm disabled, and he likes to record things on the internet. He likes to put things and record on the internet. I'm fully disabled. I have an abdominal hernia. I have insomnia. I have health problems. I do have a couple of mental problems because of my post-traumatic stress disorder from being shot. But this is a picture of my stomach. And every time we get in a fight, he likes to rush me and try and push me. He was shoving me the other day with my father. My father likes to push me. If you can see, my abdominal hernia is about to pop. It's on the verge of popping, if you can see it. I can't engage in any physical confrontations. And he likes to get physical. And, just to be honest, I try to explain to the police officers of what's been going on as far as stealing my music and stealing what they do they're doing blue-collar crimes. And what he does is he records me in my house without my permission. And when I mention anything about it or I get in an argument over anything, he'll tend to get violent. And now he's thinking of using things like this on me, which is, this is a pocket knife. This is something that you would use to kill somebody with. And now he's resorting to using stuff like this. I called him a rat because I seen him turn things into the cops. And he turned something in at Target. And I seen him meet up at Target one time. And they have these officers that meet up with him because of the fucking lawyer that they hired with the stolen money that they stole from me. They use that money to buy him a car. They also use that money that they stole from me for my music to buy her a car. And they've been using it on the yard. If I could show you a thing of the yard, I'm going to show you a videotape of the yard. This yard didn't have all these pots and all these plants. And when they stole that money, they've been spending a lot of money on the yard. If you can see, you'll see a lot of new stuff on the yard that we didn't have before. All these expensive pots and plants and things that she's spending money, the money that they stole from me. She's been spending on the yard, buying statues, buying things like that of the house. They're spending all the money on the house. She has over $100,000 sitting on her bank account from what I've heard. Her talk to her friends over the phone. All these pots and plants and things like that is being my money that they stole from me is being money laundered. So if you look and you see all these pots and these things came in after my brother Junior moved out and Ben moved in. She had fucking stole a suitcase full of cash that was sent to me under the table for some music that I did because I was paid under the table. The artists that represent my music are pretty big. So if you notice, a lot of these things that are on the yard started appearing after that suitcase was stolen. And there's a lot of money that was spent on these pots. Each one of these pots and things go for about $50, $100, $60, $80. And she's been buying these plants that cost $20, $30, $40. So she's been money laundering the money pretty professionally. And she's building a yard. Well, now after she stole my money, she's basically putting things in a perspective point of view, saying that I'm a leech, that I'm on drugs. And she's been spending all this money that they stole from me on stuff like this. She also gets money from the rent in the front. And this house does partially belong to me. So, I'm having problems like that. So anyways, I'm just getting this thing recorded and getting everything fucking in detail as to what they're spending in the house and what they're buying for the house with my money. And I'm going to be turning it into the Redondo Beach Police Department so they could do their job of figuring out why my music is being stolen, why I'm being exploited in music since I was a child. And if they don't want to do their job, last time I went in, I asked them if they had internet connection. The Redondo Beach Police Department said, you need to get everything recorded. And I told them I had it recorded, and they told me that they told me that they didn't have internet connection. So basically, that's what's going on, and that's all I'm testimonying to it. And they gave me an eviction notice. So that eviction was based on his safety, and the lawyer is stealing my music, and also he's sending it to his lawyer. So that lawyer was hired with my stolen money.